Listen, Liam, I've had a night to think about it, and I'm going to ask you and John, because you've both been in these really big games, you for Juventus and for Arsenal. I have a suspicion that nerves paralysed the likes of De Bruyne, Sané. Now, John pointed out David Silva shouldn't be suffering from nerves, but you know, sometimes when you're so wound up for a match that the legs don't do it, you don't. That is the only explanation that I can come up with, or maybe it's another explanation. What do you make of that? Because you've played in those.
Well, I reflected on it last night as well, Eamon, and I came in this morning to say to you that I do think Aguero missing from the centre forward role was a big factor. Jesus is a young lad. He hasn't got the guile that Aguero has. He hasn't got the hold-up play that Aguero has. He can't link the play like Aguero can. Maybe in time that'll come, but he's only 22 years of age. And I thought he got found out last night at that level. He didn't trouble Lovren, or he didn't trouble Van Dijk.
No.
Whereas Aguero's always given them problems, because you never know what Aguero's going to do, whether he's going to come to feet or whether he's going to spin. And Manchester City, particularly Silva and De Bruyne, I think they were a bit lost without not having Aguero.
Yeah,
and all the emphasis went on Sané. He was the one that got the most freedom to get the ball, and he got lots of the ball, but there was no end product to it.
No, you said that on air last night, and I just would put this point, and then I want to go to John on Aguero. I don't think there would have been anything in the match for Aguero, because essentially he's a box player, and that's where he kills you, with his lurking, bang, one chance, back of the net. They never got to that point.
No, but they never got to that point because they didn't have anybody to link to play. You know, the centre forward is the focal point.
Does he do that?
Get the ball.
Aguero?
Well, look at Firmino. He does it. Aguero does it. He's brilliant at getting the ball into feet.
Right.
He's brilliant at it. He holds it up. He's strong. He's only small, but he's very strong. He backs into people well, and I just think they missed that completely. That factor in their game was totally missing, and they had to go out wide. And I think, again, and another point was Klopp's tactics were good. John mentioned that they shut up shop in the second half, but they also were very compact in the first half. They retreated 20-25 yards further back than they normally do and clogged up the middle of the park, so it was very difficult for Silva and De Bruyne to find any space. And the guy that was getting most of the ball, and I think Klopp said, we'll take a chance with it tonight, we'll give it, let Sané get it, and we'll see can we stop him, let it go to the wide areas. And they did, because Sané unfortunately had a very poor game.